Hello, interlopers. New patch today on PS4 at least. I think it was on PC just yesterday or recently anyway, so 4.36, it's not a major change, it's like some bug patches. We'll run today with multiplayer enabled and see if it crashes. Or try to run that way anyways. And see what happens. Just do a quick daily Quicksilver mission here to start. Dangerous pirates, eh? Okay. Let's see if they can put up a fight. Just fighting my old exotic baller, high wings, front and tail noses. So we're right by the station. Now, which way is it trying to convince us the pirates are over here? Yoo-hoo, Mr. Pirate. Come out, wherever you are. Hostile ships approaching. Isn't that an amazing coincidence? Just what we're looking for. Out of 3. One left. Is this the last one already? That one blew up without me hardly noticing. Oh, another wave. I think it's 3 waves here almost every time for this mission. What, did I blow up my own ship's shields? One down. That auto target doesn't. Out of range. What is this? Another one down, out of range again. blow up real good. Ah, the third wave. Circling. Survive. More than 3 in the third wave. Trying to make it tougher. Hiya, Moose. Oh, is today not Friday? I guess it's still Thursday, isn't it? Oh well. We're preparing for Friday fun tomorrow. I was concentrating on changing the version number, and I got the day wrong. Yeah, it's Friday somewhere. You know, New Zealand has got to be Friday by now. Yeah, I wonder if Lava will show up for his Friday stream with KJ today. He's been pulling back a bit, whether it's voluntary or not. I don't know. Maybe just getting tired of the whole thing. Give data for plants. Oh. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It seems he's never had really good internet there wherever he's living, or what he can afford or something. I'm not sure. Okay, what have I got going here? I'll put that on. We got multiplayer enabled, cross-platform enabled, so planets. 1, 7. Flying and ground. The ring planet is okay. 11. Underwater. Flying and ground. Mostly nocturnal something there. And this moon. So, no underground creatures in the whole star system. That's kind of amazing. We don't have to feel guilty about skipping a planet just because it's got a cave dweller. Oh yeah, I fired a couple of frigates. Oh no, that's a void egg? That's a actual living ship encounter. I'd have to get rid of a ship to be able to use that option. So I guess I'll just retreat. Contaminated planet? Radioactivity contamination, I guess. Gamma root activated indium storms. Go around our freighter. Another puffer. Don't need them that close to where I landed my ship. Might come running back in need of the protection of the ship, and exploding plant in my path might not be fun. A couple of dots there just slightly hiding. How far away are they? Are they underground? It seems they are. 28 feet, almost straight down. There's no underground here, I thought. No, it's up. pretty sure I said it was no underground. So why did I dig down here? Unless the creatures fell in a hole somewhere too. Oh. Flyers? I don't know why those things seem to be underground. I got something that was nocturnal. Was that here? No, not this planet. Ground, flying, flying. The flyers are no doubt daytime flyers. Let's take a look again. Oh, and one of the ground creatures is diurnal. Okay, so where'd that park? Find some daylight. Is that the right direction? I don't know.
Extreme radiation detected.
Sun is over this way. Yeah, I'm not certain how their pricing structure works, but Starlink, I saw an offer of a Starlink terminal from SpaceX. A Starlink terminal for $200 Canadian. I wonder if that would be an option for Lava to get a better connection. Or if it would still be too expensive. Like, I don't know what the monthly rates are and stuff. And they tend to say rural people have a priority because, you know, they're trying to make themselves out to be nice people and everything. They're trying to connect places that do not have good connectivity, which it would seem Lava would qualify, but if there's actually already better stuff available in, what is it, Melbourne or something, where he's having trouble, Starlink might not give him the best rate, the one they give to rural customers. hard to get all three of them. That front one doesn't want to turn itself over to me. Ah, there's another one down there. There's two. There's two here. And we only see the whichever one is biggest at the moment. But you can see two sets of the pod things around the base. Okay, so oh, maybe I was wrong. Just one. I don't know. Seemed like two to me anyway. I had trouble getting the pods, and it seemed to be exploding more frequent than usual, but I might have been wrong about that. No, there's some flyers. Not a... Give me... So the saves are still distractingly long saves for PS4. Our memory management hasn't sped that up any yet, or optimization or whatever it is. Okay, so what's that? Looks like a very tall grass green type plant twisted together. There's a red flyer. That's all the flyers, I think, now. We've got one left. Ground diurnal. So it's already 14:26. It's still daytime. Is the ground creature gonna spawn for me? Am I low on radiation protection?
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
It wasn't low.
Units received.
Yeah, it's too bad there isn't, well, maybe it's a good thing actually that there isn't a pattern on the ground creatures where the last one is just one of a very few numbers, types of species, categories. Like underwater, sharks and crabs are always last to be scanned, almost always. But it doesn't really follow that pattern for other environments. Just the underwater, it seems.
Units received.
What is he running from? Me? Oh no, there's... I don't know what he was running from. I didn't find a diurnal wolf or something. I guess ground creatures, the last scan is often a predator, you know, feline or even a T-Rex sometimes. What are these guys so skittish about? Highly observant, processed dirt. 75 kilograms. 9 additional senses. Wonder what he's sensing that he's running away from, eh? Maybe sensing me, and he'd be smart to run away from me. Doesn't need additional senses to figure that out, I would think. What was that bong? I don't know. Oh.
Extreme night
Well.
radiation detected.
Yeah, it's getting dark here. Too late for this guy to be out. Go find... hold it. Go find some more daylight
Incoming storm.
and avoid a storm.
Extreme radiation detected.
Now, was that high XC3? Yeah. Light. landing pad? Move the fairways forward there. No, there's no landing pad. I don't know what I thought it was doing. Looks like a creature there, but there's no spawns yet. It's just a plant. There's a red dot. There's another one. These are flutterers or something. Oh, beetles. Okay. Yeah, remember you taught me they were ground creatures and not really flyers? You told me anyway, whether you taught me or whatever. So, that's this planet. Seven out of 7.
Extreme radiation detected.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. This particular uh, game of scanning creatures has a sort of balance to it, it seems, between novelty and you know, to over familiar other modes of the game. Yeah, I got a few frigates showing up since I fired some frigates. Let's see what we've got. It looks like a sentinel patrol boat or whatever they call them, but it's a freighter, a frigate. Inspect frigate. Let's see it. Maybe not. So it's a combat. Yeah, maybe just ordinary combat after all. 3 tons fuel requirements. Does not have a high score to start. No experience. That's a good thing because the lower the experience of a C class, the more practice it'll get going up towards S, and it may get better stats if it starts with less experience by the time it gets to S class for frigates. I'm not certain of the dynamic there. Now, I want a combat, I think. A combat and a support ship. And or maybe just 2 combats. We'll take this one though, I think. See if we can see how it improves with some missions. And is that the only one here, or the other one's buggered off? Oh well. Heck. Joycey. JC is 11 with underwater and flying. Oh, we actually got 3 watchers. You lurkers out there, just say hi to let us know who you are if you possibly can. If you're watching on some television app or something that doesn't allow comments, well, that's too bad. You can't drop a chat, but and you get to use your big screen, eh? But, you know, maybe just this once you could dig out your PC, go on YouTube, find Typo44, and you can join the chat. Ask those burning questions or correct me for what I'm doing wrong, or what I'm just misguided about. You can give me guidance, or I can give you guidance. What I think you should do if you're a newbie. These mountains do not look inviting. I'll land down here and see how things are. Scan a crystal. Docksite deposit. That tree is not scannable, the bush is. Some birds. And some other birds. Nothing down here in the hole with us, it seems. There might be something underwater. You can scan underwater even though you can't see from on ground very well what you're scanning, but you can do it. Sometimes I guess you doesn't seem like there's a whole lot to scan down there compared to above ground. frozen and normal. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, the creatures don't seem to scan from above.
Units received. Units received. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
So, 5 out of 11. Ground, 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 and ground. Ground, 1 underwater left. And it's rare. So it's time for the shark or crab search. I'm not sure if this is a big enough body of water for crabs to show up. It's 10 meters deep. There's enough other fish and stuff for a shark to eat. But you never know. It might still be too small. I guess it's possible that those lurkers are actually bots that are collecting information on us. Not sure what information they'll get, but Raven Wolf, not a bot. Okay, welcome to the stream. Hello. Raven Wolf, yeah. Okay, so maybe need daylight? I'm not sure. Down to 2 people. I lost someone. Did Ravenwolf leave already? I don't know. I guess we should assume he's still there, eh? Or she. Ravenwolf could be a she, I guess. Ravens and wolves have both male and female versions. Yeah, it's a she, is it? Okay. Yeah, I think we've seen each other. I don't know if you've been in this channel before, other than lurking. I mean, like chatting before. Um, or if we only were meeting in other channels. Sorry if I've forgotten that you were here before last week or something, but I've got I've got an excuse. Watched here a lot. I didn't realize I've been playing a lot, streaming a lot. I thought I was fairly sparse streamer since I don't do it every day like some people we know. I consider myself an occasional streamer or something, I guess. So, 6 out of 11. Are the rest underwater? No. Ground. Always active ground. Found in the north. That could be something I could do about. Ground. Mostly nocturnal. I maybe want to stay here till I get that one. And one underwater. Oh no, not a diss at all. Just explaining my criteria for the terminology of watching a stream a lot or occasional. Uh, Moose is twice a day, every day it seems, streaming for an hour or more. That's verging on a lot. It pretty definitely is a lot of streaming, and you know, the 07 to him to if he can do it, it's great. Great for the game at least. Although he's not always in No Man's Sky, but you gotta acknowledge, gotta respect the dedication he has to having fun. Stream in the daytime, yeah. Well, I've been known to stream after Moose and stuff too occasionally. I don't have a set schedule for sleeping and stuff like that even. Saturday and Sunday only once. Oh yeah, you skip the morning session on the weekends. Give your family a little bit of time, eh? Red dot. Oh, soccer ball creature. Almost. Looks more like a hand grenade or something than a soccer ball. Of course, the hand grenade should have a pin or something, I guess. Ugh. See, it doesn't matter what time of day, I'll yawn anyway. I'm not getting a lot of spawns here. These mountains. Such a nuisance to roam around looking for spawns. Going up and down. I suppose I could ride my pets or something. That makes it easier to navigate mountains. Oh, I am in the north. Is that what I wanted? I forgot now. Found in the north, yeah. And the other one's found at night? Always active, always active, always active, always active. So we just got one found in the north now that is restricted to a hemisphere. They're not coming out. What is that? That icon up there on my compass. Oh, it's that thing there, knowledge stone. The scanner will show me, but when I go to regular view, it's on the compass, but not on the main screen. Huh. Where are all the creatures? Well, there's one green one. Here's a red one.
Units received.
8 out of 11. Ground, underwater. Still need the one in the north.
Units received.
can't see much at night in these mountains. They're pretty dark. I don't have... Oh, we do have a ring planet trying to shed light on it, but not working very well.
Units received.
Buried technology. We don't need to chase underground for this planet. Green dot. Some big old palm trees that are, some of them are unscannable. That one happens to be scannable. Already got that, eh? Hexaberry and heptaploid wheat. Oh, this nocturnal. Is that him then? Maybe.
Units received.
9 out of 11. Yeah, we got the one found in the north. So now we could go underwater if we wanted, or one ground and one water left. We can feel free to relocate. Not worry that we'll wander across the equator or something. Is there a big ocean or anything? I'm not sure. A purple tinge to things there. I'll go to daylight anyway. It's not ocean. I don't. Well, oh, the red is ocean. Okay. Blood ocean. A Red Sea, if you will. Get down the coastline. creature and one sea creature. Let's try in the sea. Don't see it.
Units received. Units received.
I got a fair bit of sea life showing up, but not the new one. Yeah, I was starting to think about the fact that I'm doing all this
Units received.
camera hunting for creatures all the time as, you know, a mini game within the open game. It's kind of a balance
Units received.
between novelty of always finding new planets and new animals and routine tedium. Eventually, even with the best procedural generation of random new things, whether it be planets or creatures, I've been doing this scanning stuff for quite a while now, it seems. Well, it obviously is quite a while because you just have to look at this number here and you can tell I've been doing it a fair bit. I was kind of wondering why, or if I should do something else, or if I should give up and try another game. That's too much trouble, though. Yeah. Well, I think I'm still enjoying the random creatures in this game, random planets, even though very little of it is, you know, really very new or exciting. Even patch day, like today, is just, you know, some bug fix patches or whatever they've put out. Interesting to see if the game will crash today then, because it certainly tends to crash for me every day. I see a red dot. And it's a long skinny shark.
Units received.
So back to the on ground, I guess, for the last one, always active. head back towards my parking spot. What's that? Still crashing today? Yeah, well, that's hardly surprising, I guess, really. That it would almost be surprising if they found a major bug that was actually a majority of the crashes. All those easy to find bugs have been patched a long time ago, I figure. So, yeah, I'm over an hour here without a crash. That's better than it has been at certain times in the past. But there's also been times when it was better than crashing every hour, whether you want it to or not. Now, was that? No, that still wasn't the last one. We got one more ground always active. Ground. That's right. I was looking for my ship. Fracture Gamer, welcome back. Hope all is well. Just fine. This is a PS4 Pro. Game works well enough for me on this platform. I haven't been motivated to upgrade yet. I know the PS5 is better, you know, faster, bigger memories and stuff, but works for me. That's pretty much all I play is No Man's Sky anyway, so I really don't need a better machine for it. I guess eventually, you know, I'll have to, if they wish to keep developing, I may have to give up on the old machine support. So there's one more land ground creature. A PS4 Pro. I was just asking because there's a new bug that is reverting the PS5 to factory default. Oh, that's weird. Sounds like a pretty serious bug. Is that, you know, when you're playing No Man's Sky, or is it other games as well? Because you can have hardware problems that will make a machine revert to factory default. You know, a memory error or a power spike. Uh, I don't think it is, but like I'd, I'd like to have more information. Is it the actual operating system reverting to factory default? Like that would be like no games loaded? Or is it No Man's Sky reverting to all options are defaulting? Which would be, just another memory bug, really, but pretty serious one. Because like the PS4 and PS5 too has got um, like a hardware protection to keep the applications, the games, from uh, disrupting the operating system. So the operating system can function as a fallback to catch serious errors in the game. And it's extremely unusual if they're bypassing the memory protection to have to re-download all their games. Now that could be uh, some sort of hardware error. Very bad bug, yeah. Uh, it could be a hardware error, like if you get if you get bad power, in a lightning storm or stuff like that can actually cause machines to wipe out their disk drives and whatnot. But it sounds like it's nothing to do with No Man's Sky, really, to me. It may happen on other games as well. Let's see that I'm not in a hurry to get a PS5. Yeah, well, I'm not in a hurry either mainly because of the expense. I don't need to spend that sort of money on goofing off. When this works, right? Hello, Dick. Welcome to the stream. Dick is my real life brother, in case you're wondering. Oh, you never know. There's always can be improvements that may be worth investing in sometimes, but you know, good enough is the enemy of better. So yeah, I'm just looking for animals to have bit in memory or bad sector on disk because yeah, like disk can get a bad spot that then if it's in the wrong location on the disk, it could corrupt the operating system. You know, could do just about anything. Normally, the hardware will notice, oh, that's no good, I shouldn't do that, and throw up an error message. But occasionally, some things will slip through and cause major grief that way. But yeah, that sounds more like an issue that Sony needs to deal with rather than No Man's Sky. If it's actually happening uh, commonly enough to be uh, even possible to investigate, if it happened once to some streamer that happened to have a channel to spread his report, well, Sony maybe can't do anything about it. Uh, it's just a bad disk or a bad memory bit or something. Or the favorite of programmers everywhere is, oh, that's a one-time occurrence only. A cosmic ray hit a memory bit somewhere. Totally random, irreproducible, and nothing you can do about it. You can't stop cosmic rays coming from space from flipping a bit once in a while. It's just unavoidable. Like, theoretically, you can get error correcting memory uh, devices and stuff that will correct a single bit error. But then if you get two bits in error in the same word at the same time, it might not be able to correct that. Might not be able to detect that it's an error. Oh, you lost your gamble. No, it doesn't hate you. It just has random numbers, and you got the wrong one. And besides, it's not just Streamlabs, it's the person that sets it up, in this case me, that determines what the odds are. I think winning at gambling is actually a 50-50 proposition. You win half the time, you lose half the time. Sometimes you can win a little bit more than usual that tips the odds in your favor, but I think it's just 50-50. 3,000 jackpot, and how large a bet? Never won in my stream. Well, you gotta play more often. You can win too. Oh, I'm sure that if you just have to roll over 50 to win at a gamble, I'm pretty sure. Those numbers, the dice roll on the gamble is totally random. I'm pretty sure that Streamlabs wouldn't check if it was Fractured Gamer playing and give him a different number than anyone else. But yeah, I did intentionally set up the gambling to be a little bit tighter on giving away than a lot of streamers. A lot of streamers leave the default. The default is to win like 3/4 of the time, and you only lose 1/4. Solipsist. Not solipsist. Not sure how to pronounce that word. People don't use it very often in conversation, I don't think. Either that or I don't recognize the sound of it from the spelling. Agree. Oh, red dots. Oh, they're burrowers. They're way down there. Just have to wait for them to come up like that, and you can scan them. They're hard to catch though. So that's 11 out of 11. I get another bonus in nanites, and I say goodbye to this planet. Why can't I walk between these trees, darn it? Can't even fly between them. Won't let me pass. I'm trying to go forward, not up. I have to go around. Shouldn't have to go around. There's a big gap there. Anyway, we were looking for where I parked over this way. There's my ship. Most gamer, have you heard about the new PS4? Yeah, you may have fallen for a rumor that is getting spread, maybe spread by Microsoft to make you buy Xbox. Or it may have been an honest misinterpretation of a hardware error as a bug. I'd want to be a bit skeptical about it anyway. What was that? Oh, ship's taking off from Open ground. Okay. So we were saying goodbye to this planet. "2020. Ah, yeah, that might explain it. The PS5 was brand new then, and it did still have bugs, and new machines that tend to have hardware problems would get reported. Yeah, stop spreading that news there, Fractured. You're part of the problem now, you see. Yeah, you fell for a headline and it was stale news. So, do I want to go to Rayman? It's a single creature. I think everybody that you told here has got the correction. I don't know if you told anyone outside of this chat. Oh. Okay, you've recovered then. You haven't done any permanent damage to the reputation of Sony or the PS5. Yeah, it didn't take you long to figure it out, eh? Some people will take that sort of thing and persist in it for life. Oh, Fords all blow up when you go downhill on a mountainside. There was actually some report of some Pinto back in the 80s uh, that they somehow got in their head and they just won't give it up. Yeah, good thing you don't want to post those things. Not only might you start a false rumor, you also look foolish when they catch you. Somebody else looks at the date of the article that you're quoting. It was nice of you to think of reposting the article. At least people can check on you then. Cite your sources, eh? So, yeah, there's the creature here. One of the little fountain of mushrooms or whatever creatures. They don't show the proper animation on this screen. But yeah, you see there I think that's the same creature they have on all of these hexaplanets. Little hexagonal discs with tentacles that are popping in and out of the ground. They're moving awfully fast up and down, not very fast horizontally. Yeah, but this experience, I'm sure, teaches you how if a false rumor can get started, right? You just have to not notice the date for a little longer, and you might have been one of them. I'm sure you know lots of people that are less diligent than you, right? I think we all do, eh? So, next planet, Joyce C. I think I did Joyce C, didn't I? Yeah. So, the ring planet I don't think I've actually done here yet. No, I did the ring planet too. So, they're all done. I need a new star. I'll use the freighter for two reasons. The warp drive has more range in the freighter, and the freighter scanner does a better job of identifying features on planets. So I've been using the freighter for most of my warping. I don't know, not even sure why I need warp drives in my ships these days. It's almost always easy enough to call in your freighter and use it. A yellow star with 5 orbits. And rich economy. You always gotta find those rich guys, sell them stuff, buy stuff from them. Well, you don't necessarily want a rich guy to buy stuff from, but they have more stuff to offer if you got an excess of money like I do. So I almost always look for the 3-star economies, which means they're rich. Four points. Uh-oh. You must have lost it all in gambling last time you were here. Maybe Moose will be, or you can give yourself 100 points to play with or something with the add points command. If you really want to play those gambling games. Of course, if you win, you should pay it back with the remove points command. Not that it really matters. Points aren't worth anything anyways. Now, I wanted to scan. That's right. I got a new scan these planets. Starbulb flourishing. Looks really nice, eh? 8 creatures. No underground cave dwellers that are hard to find. That's a great looking world. So that's the brown and blue water one. take a look at the gray one. It's just got one creature, so that's a candidate for checking out. 9 creatures on the green one. It's got an underground creature though. It's nice they always put the underground last so they're easy to find. Where you get 1 point every 4 have it set something like about like that, yeah. Uh, it does give points for uh, just being here and participating. I think there may be points for actually contributing to chat as well. And you have been chatting, so it should be fine. Let's see. So yeah, I want to check what's these. Another 7 underground, and the ring planet last 11 underwater. The ring planet has got no underground, so I got a few choices to choose from. Oh, okay. Yeah, it gets complicated if you try and figure out how many points you get for chatting. But something like that anyways. You got it. Anyway, and Lee Yawa. It's like almost like anyway backwards or something. And that's the one creature planet. Okay, Fractured. See you around. So, if chat has any questions or things they want to see, please feel free to throw your request in. Instead of me just wandering around. That's the creature on this planet. It's similar to the Hex planet. This is the normal creature to find on these planets with these separator separator glitches or something. They're called. Everything is called a glitch or an anomaly in this game, or a unit. I overuse some terms sometimes, if you ask me. Unstable planet. Activated copper pyrite. So, is that a volcanic then? Unstable? It doesn't have the basalt, but it may be volcanic. Yeah, if you'd rather I do some missions or you know, not only missions at the nexus at the space anomaly, there's also missions at the space stations, and there's actually two types of missions. The regular space stations and the outlaw stations have different missions. The missions are something that, you know, I usually find interesting, although I've done every type of mission that they offer many times. The missions are mostly on planets though, and we still get to see new planets then. A bit noisy on that planet. It is volcanic. We've got the trees with the tips that are burning, and we have volcanoes, although not many volcanoes on this world. Look over this hill. There's a volcano that's more recognizable. Tip of it anyway. The orange lava spilling out of it. They have the usual red, yellow, orange type volcanoes, and then they have the weird volcanoes that are green and blue and turquoise. White is a normal volcano. Some volcanoes get white hot, I think, but the game has green and blue volcanoes, which are kind of funny. And we got some creatures now. That's not a proper red dot. Inorganic. Oh. Is there also a giant worm spawn here? Or is that just a borrowed 3D model? They sometimes use the same 3D model for vastly different objects. Like there's one in here. No. In here. That's not it. So is it here? This one. I call him Lumpy, but you know he's a good pet. Uh, but they've recolored it and slightly remapped it to have different things on the surface. And he does roll around and act like a pet, but the model seems to be based on a totally different object that we find when we feed the wild animals, especially if we feed them too much. They tend to make deposits that shape, but they don't move, and they're different color. They maybe don't pulsate the same way. See how he's pulsating there, right? I can't see it much of him actually at the moment, I guess. I don't know. Oh, because I had my head stuck inside him. No, it moves the camera off him. It's like his, oh, and he's giving off sparks too for some reason. Lumpy is feeling good. He doesn't seem to produce any commodity output like normal pets either. So if I keep feeding them, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much can he eat? Is there any limit to how much you can feed your pet? He's digesting. No, he didn't leave a deposit. Oh, he's balancing on one blob. And he ran off again. Oh, predator attacking the poor creature down there. How am I doing? 3 out of 7. Ground, flying, underground. There's an underground here. I'm not paying attention. Look at, oh, there's another red dot. So I got the predators. Is there any more ground creatures to find? Any flyers? Nothing flying in the sky. Four out of 7. So 2 flyers and 1 underground. Huh. Yeah, see those little glowy dots often seem to emulate red dots if you're not watching really carefully. When you catch them out of the corner of your eye or anything, they say, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. So, I haven't noticed a lot of caves for the underground guy. Is that a cave? No, that's not even a cave. That's just a dark spot. Ah, another yawn. Got some sort of hair caught in my eyebrow and hanging over my eye. I can't get it off. I can't find it. I saw something. Oh. Oh, there we go. Flyers. More flyers. That was the 2 flyers. 1 left. Underground. Always active. Huh. Where is the underground? Storm crystal.
Now protection
Unknown building. We could go visit that. Can I get above the storm?
Thermal protection falling.
Oh, taking storm damage.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Refuel.
Recharge.
Don't need the rocket. Now, why is that so bright? Oh, there's the light. Turn that off. Yeah. Was too bright.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
See, there's another light, but it doesn't have a switch on it.
Extreme temperature detected.
Okay, indoors. Claret synth plant. Despite warning signs across the facility, terminal remains open and ready for commerce. Brief introductory message blinks on the screen. Friend, no language, no commerce. Units by knowledge. Choose Viking, choose Corvax, or choose Refresher in the language of the benevolent Gek. I guess this is a Gek factory, in other words. Units by knowledge. Choose Viking, choose Corvax, or choose a refresher in the language of the Gek. Endless columns of words. Strange off bloody runes scratched in sand. A sequence of dates, dots, and a hand-driven font full of exclamatory punctuation. Bloodied Ruins is Viking. Dot patterns is Corvax. This must be Gek. I think since the Gek kind of claimed ownership here. I shut off the alarm for me at least. Glee scan the words at terminal. My other senses are affected. I feel almost smell the language. Suddenly a word sears itself into a fragment of Gek speech. No, learn nothing new. think I might have dozed off for a second there. Time for my afternoon nap. Now I still need the underground, right? Makes sense, put your character to sleep. I guess they did, eh? One's on screen. That was a funny sound somewhere there. A creature bellowing in my ear, or what? One more. Predator chasing the deer around, the two-legged deer. Another one of those fancy colored fruit things. Lots of cows, it seems.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
What's that? $700, $800. Oh, it's receding fast. It may be the giant worm. I think I heard a giant worm go by. Didn't see him, but that red dot could be him. Which case there's, yeah, he's despawned now. There's, you don't get to scan the giant worms in any case. Even though they got a red dot, they are unscannable. He's back. Give him another treat. Pet him. Get him in the green again. So I think I was on this mountaintop before, wasn't it? Underground. Pyrite. Great cash. That's his predator face. An awful small mouth for a predator. That mouth, or is that a giant parrot beak? I think it's just a little bit is the mouth there. And he would have trouble eating enough food to stay active. Red cache. Mineral record. Analyze data. More frigate fuel. Put it here. Phosphate. These ground creatures are always tough, and it's doubly tough when you can't even find a cave to look for them in. Look in for them. See, that's not a cave. Buried technology module is just a nav data. Alright. Unknown building. I still haven't seen that. Or another unknown building. Not a cave? Yeah, looks like a cave there. No, it's a mineral deposit, darn it. Those are
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
plants.
Units received.
Another rock. Unknown building. This isn't a building. Memories imbued into rock long ago by ancient Gek channel into my brain. I recall, but I'm compelled to somehow understand. Korvax did not dare fight. Respect for the Sentinels is Korvac's weakness. Weakness is the path to defeat. This is an old Gek first spawn site where they don't have any respect for the Korvax, and they talk about weakness, the path to defeat. Today, Korvax fester in electronic chains that Gek looked down upon them from their thrones. So, gonna give me a Gek throne to sell? Seek knowledge of the past. I think I've got all the language.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
An ancient is actually maybe worth going to visit. Seeing as how we might find a cave. Anyway. Yeah, certainly Gek propaganda. They were pretty active at propagandizing themselves and propaganda against the Korvax and to some extent the Viking as well, I believe. They were very combative. That's how they wound up with an empire, I guess.
Extreme night temperature detected.
I didn't see the ruins here, but they must be here somewhere. Where'd they go? For cash. Overseer NPC is rather sinister. At the end of his quest line, the farmer Gek is even scared of him. Oh yeah, the overseer in your base. He's just trying to make the best base that he can for his wages. Oh, no, that's just... This plane, it seems like it should have some, something on it besides... Like, where'd that ruin go? Perhaps the Gek monolith was thinking about something 1,000 years ago, or the Gek were still ruling, and the building he pointed out wasn't there anymore. Buried in a... We got a species record.
Storm clearing.
Analyze. Don't know what became of that.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Buried under volcanic, so considering the planet. Yeah, some volcano buried all the caves, eh? Or the building, yeah. Oh, he just ran up and killed that thing. 4 times the size. Oh, he's eating that one now. Extract berries. Sulfite. All it's got in it is ferrite dust. There's no sulfurine or anything in it.
Extreme temperature detected.
Well, I think I'd give up for today. And thank y'all for dropping by. And welcome to come back anytime. But I think Racy is going to, yeah, okay, everybody should go to Racy's stream and say hello. He's a big ship hunter, and he might be doing some more zoo memorial stuff or touring the bases or something. So have a good afternoon, and in my time zone at least, and see y'all another time.